What's up guys, welcome to new Unreal Engine 5 tutorial, and today I'm gonna show you on how to export, package, build, however you want to call it, your game. It's gonna be a very easy video to follow, so let's get started. But first, check out the link in the description to get some Unreal Engine courses on Winfox. Alright, so the first thing that we want to do is go ahead and set all the things that we need to basically export our build. So we're gonna go up into platforms, I'm gonna go into packaging settings. So the first thing that we want to change is the build configuration. So in here, you're gonna set it into, your target build configuration. So for example, if you're making a development build just for you and your team to test, you will set this into development. But of course, if you're making the final version of your game and finally shipping, well, you will change into shipping. So this will basically depend on what you are aiming for. Then the staging directory is another thing that you have to go ahead and set up, which is basically just the path, the target folder that the build will go ahead and export. In my case, I just go ahead and set it at that. Now, one more thing on this page over here is the full rebuild. I recommend for taking this when you're making the final version of shipping your game, just because it will make sure that everything is just rebuilt, just in case there's always some things that may got missing maybe when you package a product sometimes. So I recommend doing that. But of course, if you're gonna make quick development builds, you can go ahead and uncheck that. But in my case, I like it just on for just more safety, I guess. So then what we're going to do is go ahead and go up in here into product and maps and modes. What you want to do is change the game default map, and this is basically the map that the users will see first when they open the game. So in my case, I have just left the third person map because this is an example project. But if you were to have a main menu, in here you go ahead and plug in your main menu. Okay, so another thing that we want to do is go into supported platforms, and you want to go ahead and only select the ones that you want. This is not really important, as later on we are gonna export into a selected platform, but it's always good to have it nice and organized. It's just the platform that you want. Okay, so another thing that we want to do is go into the description, and now I suggest just filling up the company name, the version they're gonna export the project, the project name you want to change it up, and change the project thumbnail. Now, this is not for example, the game icon or the game settings really of the build. This is just of the project or the editor when you open up from Epic Games Launcher or whatever. But I do recommend having it all set up. This is just because it will be better, okay, for the long term. Anyway, so now we're gonna go into the platform windows. So let's go down into platforms, and you see we have Windows. Of course, if you're gonna export to Mac, you will go and select iOS or whatever you want. But in my case, I'm gonna go into Windows, and of course you have rendering settings to change, like DirectX and stuff. But the things that I'm gonna cover in this tutorial is this editor splash, the game splash, and now yes, the game icon. So you'll go ahead and click in 3 dots and then change the image into your according game one. Okay, and you see the dimensions too over there, so you can go ahead and just make an image with exactly what you need. Okay, so that's pretty much all these settings covered, main settings, the core ones for just exporting your game. So now what we're going to do is go up here into platforms, and in here's basically where you're gonna go ahead and export your game and stuff. You're gonna go into Windows, or your selected target. What we're going to do is, well, we can use the product setting, the default one, which is shipping, which is the one that we selected before in settings, or you can manually actually change it from here. But anyway, because it's just shipping, it's okay. I'm gonna use the product one. Of course, you can change it. And then we have to click this magic button, which is package project. Go ahead and click that, and this will open once again the folder that we press our destination, which is set up in the settings, so you don't have to manually find it every time that you build. But now we can go ahead and just select a folder. Now you will see a little message over here. So now we can show the output log, and now you can see the full things in the background exporting your game. So now it's just time to wait. Okay, it might take a while, it might be very quick, but you just have to wait, depending on, of course, how many assets you have, how big is your project, etc. It will depend on a lot of things. So then after a while, you will get a pop-up over here saying that the package was completed. So then you can go ahead and open the folder, and then you will see a bunch of folders and then .exe with your game name and your game icon, and then you can go ahead and double click and open it. In my case, I'm not going ahead and showing it because it's literally taking ages. It's taking more than 20 minutes. I really need to upgrade the PC, but it doesn't have a lot of this project. It just has like the mannequin and stuff, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna leave the tutorial here. If you found it helpful and useful, I really appreciate if you could like the video and subscribe to my channel. I have lots of Unreal Engine 5 tutorials this one, so if you want to go ahead and check them out. Now yes, with all said, bye bye.